Yo, hello chat. Hello guys. Hello. How are you all today? Welcome to the stream. Hello everyone who joined. Hey guys. Hey Noodly, Pay to Win, Outcrit, Juke, Kenneth, hi. Hi guys. What is up today? In your lives? Besides the one of the final games of Dark Horse Only One, we are finally approaching the end. And we have only 3 games left, and today we're playing one of those. Is this party games? It is not party games and not Ender Swift. This is MCI stream, an MCI tournament, and neither it is Dragon Wars. I'm going slightly insane grinding party games. That's what party games grinding does to you. How much have you been grinding, Duke? 77 weekly. You're trying to get back to the 4th spot, or do you just it's just like one of those periods where you just grind party games because fun? Either way, please do not go insane, and remember to take breaks and stay healthy. Somewhat healthy, because playing party games is not a very healthy thing to begin with, so please take care of yourself. I'll play party games in a week and I want to play. Yeah, well, party games is slowly dying. 86 people at this hour is very low, but I assume it's the same for everything else. Not that many players everywhere in arcade. And Hypixel, I was logging on, it has only like 20k right now. Like a few months ago at this hour it had around like 50k, so I don't know what is going on, but I assume it's because fall is just a very inactive period for a lot of people because of school. Like I assume midterms for a lot of people right now going on, and just generally the Minecraft popularity is just going down. Not really because Minecraft itself is getting worse, but maybe becoming a little stale, and also COVID ended, so this is, well, kind of. COVID ended for the wall, but apparently not for Bacon, who got infected with it again before the match. Bro cannot catch a break, but hopefully it's not gonna affect him too much today, and we will see a very exciting game because we are having Bacon versus Helix, two people who have played the most 1v1s between each other probably in preparation for this tournament, and they're finally meeting each other now in the tournament itself. They were on the run to meet each other in finals of winners bracket, but both lost just within the reach with Helix 2-3 to Noodly, Bacon 0-3 to Swift, and now they're seeing each other here in the top 4 for the fight for losers bracket finals. It's gonna be exciting. I have no idea how it will go because in their 1v1s, usually whenever they play, they're always very close, and they all went like either way multiple times since the beginning. So I wonder how it will turn out today. I wonder. Last night was like, oh boy, 3 AM time to build my beer. Today it's party games. Nice. We love some party games in our lives. Let me party both participants. Both MVP pluses. Yo, gamers. I assume Helix is still muted. Oh, never mind. Helix can talk. No way. Oh my gosh, it's him. He did it. This is a sign, guys. Helix unmuted for the first time during the tournament in the party chat. Helix, he finally learned how to speak Norway. But yeah, this is gonna be exciting. Like I said, usually 1v1s between them are very close, and they had a very good tournament paths, both defeating some pretty good opponents So both of them are deserving of top 4, but which one of them will make it to top 3 and which one will remain just here in top 4? We will learn just in a few minutes, like I usually do. I will be running ad breaks in between games, so they will not be showing up during matches. Have to do it, otherwise they might just come up during something important, something exciting. So I will do that, and then I assume we can begin round 5 of losers bracket. Bacon versus Helix. The winner of which goes in the finals of losers bracket against Noodly. Yeah, he's gonna mute and it's not going to send single message the entire time the stream. Nice. He's in core VC with Bacon right now, based. How active have the core VCs been? Because it feels like before, like even like a few months back, I haven't like really heard people just being there in VCs. Usually just like I guess typing in the server, but now it just feels like people there all the time. Not in the core server, unfortunately, so I have no idea what is going on there. Imagine that if you just hear what happens a bit there. Yeah, I was thinking of just joining the VC and just being there during the match. Like, just not commentating at all. That would be funny. Not just for that match, but like, I was thinking if the match like that happens. It would be quite funny. Pokemon Street Food delayed how much by 19 hours, please. Huh? Is it on God? Okay. Let's see. I think I have everything prepared. We're not delaying by 19 hours. But if Bacon is very hungry, maybe we can delay it for a bit. Just a little bit. Alright, both of them are ready. Bacon and Helix. Let's begin. And delay it by 5 weeks. Bacon is a bit hungry now. Thank you. We are starting. Have fun, guys. Oh boy. I wonder how it's gonna go. Starting with kind of playing a game that I think both of them don't really like. So that's a very funny start for both of them. And maybe a potential for one of them to get a bit more than just 1-star lead. Can winning is one of those games where half swings could happen, but so far both of them are staying on top too, fighting with each other for it. Randoms are quite behind. And look at the leader, both of them just passing each other every second. And only a little bit more time remains, and Random's catching up! Helix falls out of top 3 for a second, but manages to hold on to it and gain 2 stars. But Bacon with the first place, and he is the one to start with this matchup with a 1-star lead. Moving on to Lawnmower. What a great start. Campaigning followed by Lawnmower, and Bacon already bumps into one of the randoms. Falling out of even top 2, letting Helix get an early lead. Bacon is somewhat struggling with Lawnmower right now, but then catching up and passing Helix. Now they're both on pretty much the same amount of points, same pace. Bacon is mostly staying in the middle. Helix is just collecting land on the edges. And look at the score, both of them basically on the exact same points the whole game. And Bacon is trying to get in front of Helix, still some points. Helix trying to respond in the same way. And he's the one who comes out victorious in this exchange, gaining some lead over Bacon and has a good possibility to tie up the score since not that much time remaining in this lawnmower. Bacon doesn't manage to recover the lead and Helix ties up the score. It is a 5-5 stars on each side. Moving into minecart racing. Bacon on white, Helix on purple. Helix has quite a good amount of blocks and he's starting off pretty much ahead, but doesn't manage to reach max speed, missing his shots. Bacon is catching up within few shots of max speed himself. Helix tries to recover and reaches max speed first, right before Bacon does so himself, but Helix will be going into the 4th round with a 1-star lead this time. Now workshop. Bacon with the bad side. I have no idea where Helix is. I assume Helix is on the good side. He's starting off ahead, like half a craft ahead of Bacon. I'm on the 3rd craft right now, but Helix is keeping his lead. Bacon is trying to recover, but still slightly behind his opponent. Both of them on the last craft. I think Bacon managed to recover some pace, but Helix still finishes first and manages to improve his lead even more. Now 2 stars ahead of his opponent, going into the halfway point of game number 1. Lab escape. Very horror based game selection. Not that many swing games at all. The games were mostly everything depending on yourself. And look at this lab escape, both of them are pretty much around the same pace. Bacon was in the lead, but Helix manages to catch up and passes Bacon by around half a block. And seems to be staying ahead, even improving his lead. Bacon messes up a little bit more. And Helix only improving his lead, but still not secured 1st place. Bacon doesn't manage to catch up and he doesn't have too much time to do so. Helix might be in a very good position if he wins this lab escape as well. And he successfully does so, being 3 stars in the lead of his opponent. Now Fire Reapers, we are hitting the band game. We will be looking for a better lobby after it ends. Excuse me for my throat shenanigans. It's being a bit sore today. Why do people not die instantly in Fire Leapers today? Thank you. Just all bullying this one guy. Okay, we did it, guys. We did it. Peak fishing, of course I get the white spawn as an organizer. Helix starting off on lime spawn, but he has been having some troubles in this game before. Let's see if he can finally pull through and get some good score. A pretty good spawn. So far he's missing some of his reels here, and Bacon already establishes a very comfortable lead over his opponent. Yeah, Bacon is pretty far in the lead and Helix is not far ahead of randoms even, but they're not good enough to pass Helix, and he seems to somewhat find his rhythm now. 10 walks off the platform and it messes him up as a whole again. He just gives up and just stays there watching Bacon play the rest of the 20 seconds of the game. And Bacon will be recovering 1 star here. He has a good opportunity to tie up the score or win the game if unexpected swing shows up at the end. We've had so many card games. One swing game should show up here. Well, that's not the game that we're looking for, so we will be requeuing. 2 more rounds. Helix is 2 stars in the lead, but has not secured any wins yet, and Bacon has not lost anything yet. 7th round might determine the winner already. RPG 16 could be a potential small swing game. We have seen it quite a bit of times in the tournaments. But so far Helix is the one to start off in the lead, getting the first kill on the random and getting some good hits on Bacon as well, and the random killing one of the players here, catching up to Helix, who is at who's getting his 2nd kill and then dying to a random. Bacon doesn't manage to get anything so far, finally getting his 1st kill, but so far the random is in the lead with 3 kills and Helix is at 2. Bacon ties up the score with Helix and killing Helix himself, and now Bacon is in a pretty good position. Oh, this might be bad for Helix. He's behind 2 randoms right now, I think. And Bacon can get a 3-0 here. If nothing changes, he's at 5 kills. Helix is struggling to get the 3rd one, finally getting and tying up with the random. I will need to look at the deaths here. Let's go into pick jousting, which is the last game of this match of what a very swingy finale. Helix died twice, Essos died only once, so I assume it's 3-1, and Helix and Bacon both engage in the 1v1, and so is one of the randoms, and Bacon is dying first. But Helix doesn't secure anything yet. He is trying to kill the randoms and get some regen. Doesn't have any stars secured yet. I think he needs just 1 more to win, and he gets it. Let me see who else had 3 kills. It was Dodo Air. Dodo Air had also 4 deaths, so let me see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Helix wins this one no matter what, but I want to make sure that everything is fine here. Yeah, so Essos only died once, so Helix gets 3rd in RPG. So Bacon tied it up, and Helix just finished him off in this in pick jousting. They were tied going into it, but Helix managed to secure the win. Pretty good start. It was very core based beginning with a lot of just games where usually get 1st and 2nd both participants, and then Bacon managed to tie it up with a comeback in RPG, and pick jousting as a swing finale brought Helix the win in game number 1. Let's see what happens in the 2nd one. Very good start, very good beginning. Let's get straight into game number 2. Helix 1 win closer to the Lutz bracket finale, to a potential rematch against Noodly and the fight for the grand finals, but this is not gonna be an easy win here. As game number 1 showed, it's gonna be very close up until the very end, no matter what the scores will be. Starting off game number 2 with a little game of bombardment. 30 seconds until deathmatch starts. Helix and Bacon pretty much in the same area, maybe trying to body block each other a bit. All the randoms are out of the way now, 10 seconds before deathmatch starts. Both Bacon and Helix in the same area still. Let's see who will survive as the first death wave approaches. And it's gonna be Helix. It's gonna be Helix to outlive it and outlive his opponent and start game number 1. Game number 2 with a 1-star lead for himself. Give me 1 minute. I definitely didn't forget to update the predictions doc, the last 3 predictions that were submitted. And definitely wasn't doing it right now. My bad. I literally told myself before the stream, don't forget to put last predictions in, don't forget to put last predictions in. And then I forgot. Oops. I put them in now. I remember that they were submitted before match started, so it is all good. Oh, thank you. That's a nice boost on the platform. Alright, a little 1 minute break, and now we are jumping into another game of minecart racing. Game that hasn't been showing up too much in this tournament overall, and now just 2 times back to back. And now they swap the spawns, Helix this time on white and Bacon on purple. Exact opposite situation was before, and Helix is missing a bunch of his shots, letting Bacon take an early lead. He doesn't manage to get into the max speed, missing his very important shots, and Helix is the one to take the win here again. Bringing his lead up to 2 stars now. Random is confused, and another game we have seen last time that was won by Helix barely. Let's see if Bacon can pull through and win it this time around. So far, he doesn't able to do so. Helix is constantly staying in the lead. Bacon is kind of fighting with the randoms right now for the 2nd place. What is going on? Who are those people and why are they so good? And I guess stat check them. The Star Fruit Cat and Harry No or something. Bacon only now manages to somewhat pass one of them, but still being behind the Star Fruit Cat. Bacon might not even get top 2 here with this performance. Helix is already on the finish line, getting another win here, and Bacon barely finishing in the 2nd place. Well, that was scary. Volcano. Where is Helix? Oh, there he is. Bacon just chilling in the middle, Helix running out the edges of the map. Both of them are pretty much in the same area. Bacon is trying to follow Helix. There's one good block behind them, but they both go on the exact same block on the right, and Bacon manages to get the jump while Helix just walks off and dies first. Bacon manages to bring down Helix's lead just to 2 stars. And now 5th round of game 2 Avalanche is the perfect opportunity for Bacon to come back in the game. Will he be able to use it though? For real? Who are those guys? Okay, one of them has 0 wins, the other has 36. It's checked. While I was checking, they made it to the last 2 waves without PvP, and now a lot of randoms are still in, so a very big sweep might be coming from either side. Helix tries to go straight for Bacon, not letting him get under the platform and get himself here, but then gets pushed off by the random, and now it's Bacon who successfully dodged one of the waves, killing one of the randoms, needing to kill one more just for a 3-0 sweep, and he does so, and now he's in the lead. Going into the last 3 rounds, he brings it all back with this avalanche, but hasn't secured anything yet. Chicken rings. Let's see what happens here. Helix starting off slightly ahead so far, but look at how many randoms are there, and our participants are being pushed a little bit, but it is not a problem for them to take the lead over the randoms. And now Helix is trying to get the lead back, but still stays slightly behind his opponent. Yeah, look at the scoreboard. Bacon is barely ahead of Helix, who I think bumped into the ring a little bit, so Bacon only increases his lead. Going into the last few rings, Bacon finishes first, Helix finished right behind. And now Bacon 2 stars ahead going into the last 2 rounds. The exact opposite scenario of the last game. And now Helix is the one who needs to make a comeback if he wants to get another win. Jigsaw Rush may be an opportunity, but Bacon is starting off ahead and having a better execution, better pace. Bacon secures at least a tie in game number 2. He will be having 1 win after game 2, just like Helix has right now, but Helix has an opportunity with a last minute sweep like he did with Pig Jousting in the last game. If he can get it again, he can tie it up and get at least the tie, which is very, very important for him right now. Bacon just needs 3rd place. Bacon just needs 3rd place no matter what game it will be, and it will be not Avalanche. It will be not Avalanche. For PB and Jigsaw, average Helix. Swing range, last round. Helix needs a 3-0 sweep here, which is technically possible, but it's gonna be very hard. Bacon is pretty good at this one. And the random gets the first +10. And I know who has the TNT, but so far both Helix and Bacon are not in the first place. Finally, Helix trying to catch up to his opponents, but Bacon is on with the TNT. He has at 37 points, and it is not looking good for Helix. Bacon is probably has secured everything he needs to secure. Although one of the randoms at 40 points right now. Bacon gets another TNT and he finishes it off, not letting Helix have any chances in game number 2. (21-16) final score. Very close games. Very close games. Helix won the first 3 rounds of game 2, and then Bacon won everything else with a good comeback. Bacon ties it up. And now they're both at 1 win. We're gonna see more than 3 games. It's always exciting. So let's go into the next one, right off the bat, and see who will be one step closer to the next round, to the top 3. In all the matchups they had against each other, including this one, we have seen that it could really be any one of them. Both of them are very good, both of them around the same level, both of them won a bunch of times against each other and other players, but only one can be the winner today, and only one will move on to the next round. And we're signing off with Super Shape. Have not seen it today yet. This might be quite interesting. Not that many randoms in the game, and 2 of them are already out. Bacon with some interesting decisions, trying to cut off Helix right off the bat and maybe start off with a bigger lead than just 1 star. Though only 1 random still in the game, so he won't be getting more than 2 either. Now Bacon try to switch to random and got in a pretty dangerous position here. No one has died yet though out of the remaining 3. This random seems to be quite okay with their moves so far. Is trying to go for Bacon here. Bacon has a very easy opportunity to cut him off, but decides not to do it and let the random leave. Probably to try and get Helix out of the way before random dies. Let's see if it pays off or is it gonna backfire, because Bacon puts himself in a bad position now, and now he needs to jump to survive. He manages to do so, he manages to save himself, but wasn't a very great choice. Weird decisions from Bacon, and now the random is going into Helix's area. Helix will be engaging in a little fight here. Random survives for a bit, but eventually dies, and now it's just our 2 participants. Decide who gets the early lead in this matchup. Helix has an opportunity to go in the land where with Bacon still, but decides to go instead near the wall and barely survives there, gaining a lot of land that the last random was occupying before. Decides not to go into Bacon's area and just tries to manage his own and secure his own area. Bacon is just trying to conserve his. So far it seems like Helix has most land, but I don't know how well he manages it, since Bacon has a very great opportunity to just go into Helix's area and steal like half of it right now. Is Bacon gonna take it? Yeah, he does. Of course he doesn't. I think Helix, even though he has a pretty big pocket here, will be trapped in it if Bacon does the right choices. Helix's tail is about to disappear at the end, and Bacon turns around, doesn't see that, turns back into the area and goes into the very weird position. Instead of managing his land, they just swapped places, and which is, I think, better for Helix than Bacon, who is gonna go for another jump to survive, and he does so, hitting his 2nd jump, but already been twice in a situation where he needs to do it. Helix is playing it a bit better, and now I think Bacon would need another jump to survive. He's gonna go for it, he hits it, but still trapped, goes for another jump, and Helix is the one to take the win here. I think 1 star ahead once again. I think each game started with a lead for Helix. Never mind, he lost can by taking game 1. But overall, usually after first 3 rounds, Helix is the one in the lead. Let's see if he can keep this trend, or is Bacon gonna bring some points back. Unban Spider Maze. Okay, I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. Some people were asking to unban Avalanche during previous tournaments, and I did. So people ask me to unban Spider Maze, I'm gonna do it. Just if we get enough upvotes. If we get 1 upvote, I will unban Spider Maze for the next tournament. I promise, guys. Helix and Bacon start in this similar area, and Bacon with a nice shot gets Helix out of the way, right off the bat, but Helix catches up, gets a kill. Bacon takes the lead back with 2 kills now. Helix ties up the score, but he has 1 death already, so he needs to try and kill Bacon, or maybe get more kills, and Helix is going for the latter, trying to get some randoms. Trying to get some kills on randoms. He manages to do so, but he himself on not that much health, and he dies to Bacon again, who ties up the score. Not in a good position. Bacon dies too. Helix still has more deaths. They tied up in terms of kills, and not that much time remains, and Bacon will be the one to take the win and tie up the score after the second round. Another shooting range. A lot of golden mobs and 1 TNT here, and however, god, the TNT just missed it twice. I think it might have been the random. And Helix is the one to take almost all of the golden mobs, though Bacon gets all the next ones that appear, and 2 skeletons appear. Bacon gets 1, Bacon gets another 1, and with a swift victory, he gets the lead after the 3rd round this time. Pretty good for Bacon. Seems to have found his games. Helix seemed more consistent throughout first game and a half, and now it seems like Bacon gets some advantage towards himself. Let's see if he can keep the momentum going. In this Volcano game, both of them are in a pretty much similar area once again. Bacon is trying to follow Helix. Helix tries to go for a better block, and it, I think, confuses Bacon a little bit. And Helix manages to tie up the score, and once again, Volcano round number 4, Avalanche Volcano Avalanche round number 5. Just like last time, but this time around, the score is tied. Last time Helix was 2 stars in the lead. And now they're both in exact same shoes, exact same position. Who is going to win it? Are we gonna see another big sweep from Bacon or Helix? Or is it gonna be just a small victory for one of them? Whatever the case, this game might determine the result of the whole game and swing it into one's favor. 3 more waves, and we will see who will prevail here. Still 3 randoms in the game, but they do not seem as competent as the last ones. So maybe it will be easier for both of them to place, but let's see about that. The PvP will be enabled right now. See what they will do. Helix going straight for Bacon once again, trying to keep him out of the platform, and it seems to be working. But Bacon manages to dodge the waves once again, and both of them survive. Both of them going for that cornered platform. And what? This guy is just standing there and menacingly and still alive. What is going on? And Bacon going for a dodge and once again succeeding in it, but only getting the 1 star. Only getting the 1 star, but still he is in the lead after Avalanche. Another minecart racing. 3 minecart racings in a row, and this time around Bacon is a bit more confident lead, but Helix once again catches up with nice aim. Helix is only like 1 shot away from max speed and he wins it once again. Bacon always comes closer to the max speed, seemingly ahead of Helix, but then doesn't manage to finish the job, and Helix ties up the score. 2 rounds remaining. Ho ho ho. As the 7th round, we have not seen it between those two today, and they both are looking at each other. Bacon is starting first, Helix starting off second and kinda in a bad position and messing up at the start as well. Are they not going for each other at all? I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, I think they decide not to go for each other too much or something. Just decide to fill in the area that they will get. And so far, Bacon has some more than Helix, I'm pretty sure. And so he will be going into the last round of game 3 with an advantage, with 1 star lead over his opponent. Yeah, the randoms will not be passing any of them, so Bacon has a good opportunity to get to his second win ahead of Helix and be in a very, very advantageous position going into game 4. 1 more round. Bacon thought he was purple. Nice. One more round and it all comes down to this. Everything can happen. Bacon can secure the win, keep the lead he has. Helix can tie it up or just get a small sweep or a big one and get the win himself. Nothing is determined other than the fact that Bacon is the one who is in the lead, who is in a better position right now. So let's see what will happen in round number 8 of game 3. And it's Trampolinia, last round to decide it all. Let's see, Bacon is going for the booster, and Helix does too, but Bacon gets it first, and Bacon is in a good position right now. Although Helix collecting the yellow +3 coins manages to stay on the same pace as his opponent. Though he would need a bit more than that if he wants to win. Bacon is at 35 points right now, Helix at 31. Bacon need only 1 more point to win, and he does so. He wins game number 3 by 2 stars, and now he's in a very good spot, not even letting Helix tie it up. And before the game number 4, I'm gonna run ads, take a small break, because it's a very, very important moment. Both of them playing really well, both of them showing some good performances. Bacon is the one in the lead right now. 2 wins for Bacon, 1 for Helix. And he needs just 1 more win or a tie to get into top 3. He is within reach against all odds, against in terms of real life stuff like COVID and shit. Bacon still playing at his best and still staying ahead of Helix. So let us see if he can manage to pull through and end this matchup on game number 4, or is Helix gonna bring it back? Okay, both of them are ready. haven't seen too many big sweeps. We've seen 3-0 in Avalanche from Bacon, 3-0 in Pick Justing from Helix, but overall, the scores are very high. Both players playing extremely well. Let's see if this continues in the fourth game. Alright, let's do it. Fourth game, fourth round. Bacon 2, Helix 1. Whoever wins goes into top 3 and loses bracket finals against Nudley. Whoever loses stays at the 4th place position in the tournament. The Dark Horse 1v1. Oh, jeez. Who is that? Someone trying to snipe us again? Very funny. Starting with Annual Solar. Game we have not seen today between them. Helix already missing one of the picks at the start, but still staying ahead a bit of Bacon. They're both going in a similar area. Helix is the one keeping the lead. Bacon is struggling a little bit. Those randoms are being a bit annoying so far, and not that many cows or pigs spawning either. Letting Bacon catch up to his opponent, and take the first place, but it's very close. One of the closest animal soldiers we have seen yet. Look at the points, they're basically on the exact same amount. Being really consistent and playing well. And Helix manages to steal some animals from Bacon and then makes a mistake hitting -50. Helix just able to pass Bacon and establish some lead. Makes a grave mistake and Bacon is the one ahead now. Completely different game selection. Game number 4. Dive shows up now. Bacon is on red, Helix is on lime. It's gonna be very close. Look at them basically on the exact same pace. Both hitting their pre-jumps. I think Helix being slightly more consistent with them though, as he gains a bit of lead over Bacon, but still pretty much the same pace for both, and both of them trying to go for each other. Helix starts to be less consistent with his pre-jumps, letting Bacon take the lead, and being now around like half a point, maybe a full point ahead of his opponent. Did Helix miss one of his jumps, or is Bacon just that consistent at pre-jumps? I don't think Helix missed, so Bacon in a very good spot, on a few seconds remaining, and Helix now misses the jump. Helix now misses the jump, and the Bacon, with a very confident victory, gains another star. Now pick fishing, and Bacon is on white. Not looking good for Helix whatsoever right now. Not looking good for him at all. He would need to pull some pretty big comebacks in later games. Helix is struggling a lot with the speak fishing right now, not even being in the second place, while Bacon is just easily holding on to the first place. Bacon is playing this game way more consistently, doesn't make too much mistakes. While Helix's performance is just up and down so far. You need to find his rhythm, otherwise it's gonna be over. Not in pick fishing, but in this game. Being 3 stars behind, while you already in a position where if you lose you're out. It's not looking good for Helix, and Looking really, really good for Bacon. Hand painting. Let's see what it will offer to us. So far, Helix starts off in the lead, but hand painting is the game where you can't hold on to it for way too long. Though Helix manages to somewhat do so as he kicks Bacon off the top 3 for a little bit and manages to stay there more consistently, though Bacon with a quick recovery takes the first place, and now it's a fight between those two for the 3 stars, but Bacon falls off a little bit, and we might need to check if he tied with this random or not a bit later. A cannon painting tie during a matchup like this is I have no idea who tied. We will have to determine it in the replay if it's gonna affect the result, and in a close matchups like this, it might. We might need to take a little time to do so. But for now, Avalanche round number 5 for the 3rd time in a row. Cycle deniers are in shambles right now. I think I died random for a second. All three scores were very close. Maybe we have a fucking freeway tie right now, so I know most likely Higgs gets first place no matter what, and I will put Bacon as a placeholder as a second right now, because I think no matter what, unless it's actually a freeway tie, Bacon will be taking the 2 stars here, but Helix will be taking 2 stars in this Avalanche. Well, I was checking the results, I didn't pay too much attention. And now we're going in another lab escape. Because Helix gets 3 stars in campaigning no matter what, because he got it on Hypixel. So the tie, either Helix is the random, that means Bacon still gets 2 stars, or Bacon is the random, which means Bacon gets 2 stars still, or it's a freeway tie between all of them, then only in that case Bacon gets 1 more, but a bit unlikely. So I'll keep the scores like that for now, but I will check the replay if needed. I hope it doesn't come down to this. So far, Helix wins another lab escape and takes back the lead in this matchup. And with 2 more rounds, Helix is in the lead he needed. He slightly brings it all back. Can he keep it going? Jungle jump, we have not seen it today, but Bacon is on starting on the fence. Helix getting a bit stuck on it. Bacon keeping the lead. And Helix getting stuck quite a bit on the stairs. I think even Random gets closer to him, but not close enough, and it all comes down to the last round. It all comes down to the last round to determine the winner of Game 4, and possibly the whole matchup and its bombardment to decide it. If Helix wins just by 1 star, we will be checking the replay to make sure that everything is correct there. I don't remember the random who died. I think it was Infernal Horizon, right, guys? I think it was. Let's see. If Bacon wins, there won't be a need for that. Both of them are the only ones remaining in this bombardment game. And Bacon wins it. Bacon wins it. And he moves on to the next round, I think, no matter what. Let me see. The cannon painting. Just to make sure that we can move on. That Hypixel didn't just prank us. So yeah, let's see it. Let me see which color is which. Oh great. We can't see shit because fucking Hypixel moment. I cannot understand who is which color, so I think Infernal Horizon is blue. Yeah. Helix is light blue. Maybe. Yeah, I think he is. And Bacon is orange. So we need to check blue, light blue and orange. Okay, let's do this. Rare cannon painting retiming, I guess. Okay, never mind. I think Helix is going to sleep. Yeah, I think no matter what, Bacon is moving on, but I want to see. I want to make sure that Hypixel didn't fuck us up. So very quick. It's definitely not the not an excuse to make the stream longer. I promise, guys. So okay, random had 128. Random had 128. Helix had Helix had 143. As heavy consider investing in finding a called Light Manica, so you can take a schematic of the board and save this point in the with manually counting. To save it to see evidence once in the block list. I have no idea what it is, but I feel like right now downloading and figuring out how the mod works will take way longer than doing it manually right now. Maybe I can do it for stat spreadsheets, but not right now. I will remember it, probably, hopefully. This is okay, yeah, so uh yeah, so Random and Bacon both had 128, Helix had 143. So yeah, Helix first place, Bacon second, so yeah. Just to make sure. I'm here. GG's. And Bacon is the one moving into the top 3 against Noodly. Sorry for that a little bit delay, but we have seen it. We have seen the last one of the last rounds lose this bracket, and now only one remains in this bracket, which is Bacon versus Noodly. A fight for top 2, and we will be seeing it very soon. This whole tournament will be concluded within the next few days because Swift, who have been waiting in grand finals for his opponent as the final fucking boss of this tournament just for weeks. He doesn't have too much time, so I think Bacon and Noodly will be played within like a day or two, and then grand finals will be either Sunday or Tuesday, depending on when Swift's opponent will be available. So yeah, that was a good match. Once again, very close between both them, but Bacon been a bit more consistent, been doing less mistakes. Helix had a good opportunity to win all of the games, but in all of them, Bacon slightly prevailed and very deserving of a spot in top 3 of this tournament. And props to Helix, so much grind, so much improvement. Even though he has not played in any tournaments before in party games. A great result for a newcomer, 4th place against very known, very established players. But this is where the story of this Dark Horse ends for Helix, and we will see what is going to happen. Bacon and Noodly have not played each other in this tournament, and haven't played each other the other ones, so it's going to be interesting. Are we going to see Bacon in the grand finals with an opportunity to take a rematch against Swift and bring it all back for himself and win the whole thing, or are we going to see Swift versus Noodly in the finals? No matter what, the last 2 games of the tournaments will be extremely good, extremely exciting. I cannot wait for that. How did you guys enjoy this matchup? What are you expecting from Bacon and Noodly? Because I think we will see some very close matchups at the end here. You want Bacon 4 days ago. Nice. And Dark Horse Online will be concluded very soon. I was hoping for it to take not as long as it did, but unfortunately Once again, Hypixel being a bitch, causing some of the match delays, and just like a lot of just unexpected like factors that were scattering this tournament a bit. But overall, it has been a good ride, and we still have 2 more games to go. I'm excited to see what the conclusion will be, because all 3 players are well deserved of the top 3 spots. All 3 deserving to have a chance of victory, but only one will remain at the end: Swift, Noodle, or Bacon. Whoever it will be, whoever will place on which podium spot will be determined in the last 2 rounds in the next few days, so you guys will see it very soon. But for now, I will be leaving, will be chilling, preparing for the next match. The losers bracket finals between Bacon and Noodle. This is gonna be really good. So yeah, thank you all for watching the stream and the match. Hope you all enjoyed it. It was a very good fight, very close one, and we might see even closer battles in the last 2 matches. Really hope they will be at least as close and exciting as those 2. So thank you all for being here. I will be seeing you whenever Bacon and Noodle schedule their game. And after that, just grand finals, and Dark Horse will be done, finally. So yeah. I'll see you guys when it happens. I'll try to put some more clear dates in tournament shots, so pay attention to that. And I'll see you guys doing next streams. Thank you all for being here. I love you all. Bye bye. I see you all.